Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. I'm Emily Clark.
And I'm Rick Aaron. Great to have you with us this afternoon. While many Utahns will be camping for recreation this holiday weekend, some are doing it out of desperation. We found an area of Salt Lake City where dozens of people are living in RVs, cars, and tents right on the public streets. Dozens of cars and motorhomes line Milestone Drive and Decade Drive near 3200 West on the capital city's west side. Some with generators, water tanks, and barbecue grills, telltale signs that people have been staying here for days or weeks. Artist Cliff Anderson says he has been living in his van here since he was evicted from his Magna apartment. I asked him where these men, women, and children come from.
They just end up here. They hear about it and come down here and they'll park. Like, might be here for a month, might be here for 2 days.
Cliff says Salt Lake City police officers occasionally stop by but don't make anyone leave. Employees at nearby businesses are fed up.
It's a real mess. The garbage is just all over. It's horrendous. It tears at your heart to see people that are in that kind of a situation. There's no doubt. At the same time, it's also frustrating because of all of the garbage that piles up. I mean, there tends to just be a ton of garbage collection and drug use as well.
Getting trashier. When I first come down here, it was clean. And some of these people, I don't know why, they're creating their own dumps.
Section 964-170 of the Salt Lake City Code prohibits dumping trash, and Section 1256-525 prohibits parking motorhomes on city streets for longer than 48 hours. One business owner tells me he has called the city daily to complain about this growing encampment. Is the city doing enough?
You know, I really don't think so. I don't know exactly what the answers are, but I mean, we've been calling the city for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and they've been saying that it's being taken care of. But as you can see, nothing's been done.
Joining us now is Salt Lake City's newly appointed Director of Homelessness Policy and Outreach, Andrew Johnston, via Zoom. Mr. Johnston, thanks for coming on with us today. What is your reaction to seeing stories like this about this recent encampment on the Salt Lake City's west side?
Well, from a city perspective, the internal city team has been aware of this for a while, been working on it. We've had outreach teams going out there. Parking enforcement going out there to engage with folks. It's a really difficult situation for everybody involved. So we're aware of it and actually trying to figure out how to help.
So that leads to my next question. What do you do for a solution here? Obviously, this is very unfortunate for the people who are residing out there. Also very unfortunate for local businesses trying to conduct their businesses. What can be done?
Well, traditionally we impart forcing through parking enforcement. It's a 48-hour restriction on how long you can park in an area. In these cases where folks are living in vehicles, cars, and RVs, we still make contact and ask them to move. We still could tow them, but it obviously creates a very difficult situation for a tow company to come into somebody who's actually in the car or in the RV and they don't have a place to go and bring them back to a tow yard. Doesn't work for anybody involved either. So it's a perplexing situation. We keep offering resources through the outreach teams. A lot of the campers in cars and RVs don't see themselves necessarily in the same place as folks in tents. They don't generally take up the offer to come into resource centers or congregate settings or even into motel rooms at certain times. And so we're still trying to figure out how do we engage them with the options we've got available.
With your background in homelessness, addiction, and mental health, what is the best way to help these people and try to get them to the services that they obviously need?
Well, the first thing is we got to know who they are. And oftentimes when the outreach workers will go and knock on the car or the door of the RV, they don't get a lot of response from folks. Folks don't want to talk to them. It's a tough situation to engage and get to know the situation very well. When we can try and figure out a tailored solution for each of them, whether it's a small family or an individual who's working during the daytime or who's just traveling through or whatever the situation might be. So that's a first piece. The second piece is they have housing need housing like everybody else does. We have a severe housing crisis right now, and particularly for those who are unsheltered or sheltered homeless, and we need housing at the right income level. And so from a Salt Lake City and county perspective, we know we have a gap of at least 300 beds right now we got to meet. And the sooner we can get those beds, whether in motels, other settings, the sooner we can help everybody get off the street, whether they're car camping or tent camping.
You mentioned the city's parking ordinance. There is also an ordinance against dumping trash, obviously. What do you say to the local business owners and employees who tell me that the city is simply looking the other way and allowing this to go on?
Well, for dumping trash or liquids or other health issues, the county health department can and does clean that up with city support. And so we want to know about it. We want to hear about it. We want to report it as much as you possibly can, to call in, use the city app. We can clean up those things. We are still engaging with all the cars and the RVs as much as we possibly can and trying to figure out other solutions for them. But as far as moving, we try and enforce it. If there's trash and other things around that, we can help with that. We got to know about it, though.
And I guess if you do move these people out, they have to go somewhere. Is that just displacing the problem to another neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue we've got with unsheltered homeless in general, right? There's not a place to go. We're short beds and indoor places for people. So the sooner we can get that, the sooner we actually literally have a place to go, and we can offer a place that will work for folks, and we can help people get off the street.
All right, Andrew Johnston, he is Salt Lake City's Director of Homelessness Policy and Outreach. Thank you for joining us today on the News at 4.
You're welcome. Thank you.